Hey there. Today we're going to go over how to quickly add flames into a fireplace or a fire pit or even a candle flame onto your photos using Photoshop. And this is a tool that it took me a while to find. I didn't learn about this until I'd already been doing photo editing for interiors for quite a while. And I can't believe it took me this long to find it. So I want to make sure to share it with you guys. So I have a photo here of a living room, and you can do this step either at the very end when you're doing your retouching, which is what I usually do, or you can also put it in when you are in the phase of blending your layers. So I've had this photo, it's completely edited, and I've done my retouching, and the only thing left is to add in the flames. So I have my one layer here. I'm going to add a new layer on top, which you can see right here. And then we're going to go to our pen tool, which is right here on the side. And we are going to click on essentially end to end where we want the flames to be. So I'm going to go from here to about here. And then, while still in the pen tool, we go straight up here to filter, render, and then you see the option for flame. Now, once you select flame, you start getting this dialog box. And this is where you can set your settings for what these flames look like. You're going to see a preview here of what they're going to look like. And what I recommend is once you get into this dialog box, just start playing with the different options. It's going to make a lot more sense once you start kind of playing with the different sliders and stuff. But I'll walk you through what kind of stuff you're changing. So here we have flame types, and you can sort of see what these different options are. So along the path is going to be horizontal flames basically, because it's along that horizontal line that I drew. And then these are multiple flames one direction, path directed, various angle, or candlelight. So this is if you have candlelight you want to fill in, you would just do a vertical line and use this option. So I usually go to either number 3 or 4. So, sorry, either number 3 or 5 are the ones that I usually do. So let's go with number 3. And then here you can choose how tall the flames are, and you can kind of see what that does there. And this will completely depend on the type of fixture that you're putting the flames into. So some fireplace, you might want to put something a little bit more dramatic. Other ones, you might want to put something a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to go somewhere in between. I do like to randomize whenever I have the options, so I always check the randomize box. So here for the length, we're going to randomize it. That way see, this is far too even, and in my opinion, if you randomize, it just looks a lot more natural. Then you get into things like the width of the flame. So obviously you pick something that looks as natural as possible. If you want an angle to it, you can set that here. And these are the intervals between flames. And then, so once you have something set here that you're kind of happy with, there are advanced options. And this is turbulence, the jag, the opacity. I usually like it around 25, and the opacity is something that you can actually adjust later on. It's one of the benefits of having it on a separate layer. So this one I don't worry too much about. The complexity of the flame lines and the bottom alignment. So you can kind of see there it's tighter or looser. You have flame styles, flame shapes, and you can randomize them, which is usually what I select. So if you find that you have this really great flame that you've created with this setting and you say, you know, I really like that, that's going to apply to a lot of my fireplaces, you can actually create a preset, and you're going to go down here and you're going to select Save Preset. And then you can save it into your files. So then next time when you come in here, you can just go straight down to the preset that you've already created. So say for example, I'm happy with those. I'm going to click OK. And then you see that it's added it here where that line was. Now, I'm going to delete those little points. And what I can do here, because it's on a separate layer, I can do Command T or Control T if you're on a PC. And you can start to change it. This is where I like to do a little bit of tweaking and just kind of play around with it if it's not looking exactly like how I want. And of course you can adjust the opacity as well. So we're going to do that up here for the layer. You can also leave it at 100 and you can change the layer type. You can do like a screen. Screen is usually one of the ones that I like to do. Either screen or normal. So we're going to leave it at normal and then lower the opacity there. And that is it. And then to save it, you would of course flatten the image and save your final file. That's it. That is a really quick and easy way to do flames in Photoshop. I hope this has been a helpful tool for you. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, click subscribe. I will see you guys next time.